Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today, quick update on the injury situation going into the big game against Rangers on Sunday, and a few updates on a few bits of transfer and loan speculation bubbling under at Celtic at the moment, and will be, I promise you, a short video. Before we crack on with the video, please, if you are new to the channel and you enjoy this video, please do click that subscribe button. Subscriber numbers going up steadily day by day, which is absolutely wonderful. And also do consider clicking that like button and popping any relevant comments regarding this video or any other Celtic issues into the comment section, and we can start a nice debate and discussion on the channel amongst like-minded Celtic fans. Now, some good news coming out of Celtic over the course of today regarding the injury situation regarding Lewis Palma. He is back in training with the rest of the squad. It's believed that if he comes through the next few days of training without any kind of reaction in his leg injury, then he'll be in the squad for the game against Rangers on Sunday, and I would expect that he'll be coming on as a late sub to relieve Kuhn, Maeda, Yang, etc., to shore up the win at the end. I think Lewis Palma is a really good player, has been a wee bit patchy and in and out of form and consistency, but he has actually been right up there in terms of assists behind O'Reilly, and also in the scoring charts behind Kyogo and O'Reilly. And so his contribution this season has been good rather than great. And I would personally put him at the B level in terms of a season-long analysis at this point. However, I think he's a really good player for Celtic coming off the bench against Rangers. And it would be great to see him back in the squad. Indications are also that Callum McGregor will be fit to play and start against Rangers. I think having on the bench players like Paulo Bernardo and Tomoki Iwata is important, covering for McGregor and Hatate, just in case their injury problems flare up again during the game. And also Bernardo, Ian and Iwata give us other options coming off the bench if we need to push for a goal or hold a lead going late into the match. So good news is that Celtic would appear to be going into the game against Rangers on Sunday with our strongest possible 11 plus our strongest possible bench to back them up. So all very good news. Now, some updates on some transfers. It would appear that Adam Idah's transfer to Celtic possibilities are on hold. Norwich and Celtic are in no form of negotiations at the moment, and it appears either coming to Celtic permanently or back on a season-long loan is totally dependent on two factors: whether Norwich get promoted to the English Premier League, and also whether Sidney van Hooijdonk, who hasn't been in terribly good form or success for Norwich during his loan spell, he still is yet to score for Norwich in something like 11 or 12 games since his loan started. And Norwich at this time are unsure whether to change Van Hooijdonk's loan into a permanent deal or allow him to go back to carry on his career in Italy. On that topic, it would appear that may well be opening up an option for Celtic to sign Matthias Kvistgaarden from Brøndby. News coming out of Brøndby is that Kvistgaarden is very keen to move away from Danish football, to move to a bigger league with better access to Champions League. It does also look like Brøndby are looking to cash in on their best couple of players to fund a challenge to the Danish Super League next season also. I think Kvistgaarden would be a good addition to Celtic's squad, and all things considered, probably a better option all around than Adam Idah, although there's absolutely no reason why we couldn't go with Idah and Kvistgaarden coming in to supplement Kyogo up front, which would leave O's future at Celtic being a wee bit uncertain. Also, a little bit of speculation regarding Celtic and a player called Jake Clarke-Salter, currently playing for Queen's Park Rangers, 26-year-old, 6'2", 12 previous England under-21 caps. Clarke-Salter rather, has been a Chelsea player up until a couple of years ago. He's only actually made one game for Chelsea and then has had multiple loan spells away from Chelsea, Bristol Rovers, Sunderland, Birmingham, Coventry and Vitesse Arnhem. He signed for Queen's Park Rangers for $2 million and has played a season and a half at Queen's Park Rangers and has attracted a degree of interest from some of the English Premier League clubs such as Burnley, Crystal Palace and Wolves, and is also on the shopping list for Ipswich should they get promoted back to the English Premier League. Do have my doubts with a 26-year-old player who has played for so many clubs on loan, never having nailed down a permanent place until the age of 26. Although it does have some suggestions like Cameron Carter-Vickers, who was on the book at Spurs, hardly played for Spurs, but then had several successful loan spells before becoming very much a star at Celtic after his loan spell and then permanent transfer. I do have my doubts whether Jake Clarke-Salter is a definite option, but if the interest and news increases in him, I will add to the debate and try to put together a little scouting analysis video for him as well. Some not so good news regarding Edward Spertsyan, the FC Krasnodar Armenian international attacking midfielder. We did a wee video about him yesterday. It does appear that the interest that Celtic has in Spertsyan has rekindled the interest at Newcastle and also rekindled some interest from some other big European clubs, such as Girona in Spain, who are pushing for high places in the Spanish league at the moment. And Spertsyan and his agents were very clear in a statement to say that there's absolutely nothing set in stone with Celtic and no real negotiations as yet with Celtic. And so it looks like they're keeping the door open to other options apart from Celtic. But as with other stories, as the news stories develop, I'll do my best to keep you all up to date. And one final wee bit of a news story coming out of Arsenal and Real Sociedad regarding Kieran Tierney. It looks like his loan spell at Sociedad, which has been very successful, however, it won't be getting turned into a permanent transfer or a repeat loan deal. Thus, Tierney will be going back to Arsenal. Looks like he's currently number 3 in Arsenal's left back setup in the mind of Arteta, the Arsenal manager, and so I would be expecting Arsenal will be looking to transfer him or loan him in the summer of 24-25. And Tierney has expressed on previous occasions that he is keen to come back to Celtic. And I do wonder whether a loan deal for 1 year with an option to buy may well be an option that Celtic and Arsenal explore in July and August to bring Tierney back to the club a wee bit earlier than has been speculated in the past. I would be, for one, absolutely delighted if Kieran Tierney came back to Celtic. He would obviously, in a moment, solve our left back problems. Tierney, obviously, a brilliant defender, very creative, tremendous at getting forwards, and I think he would be very much the answer to Celtic's left back conundrum. And obviously, a man who is a dyed-in-the-wool Celtic fan for many, many years and gave us a lot of great service before his 25 million transfer to Arsenal a few seasons ago. So that just about finishes things off for today. No other real news stories coming out of Celtic at the moment, but we'll do a further update tomorrow and through to the weekend prior to the Rangers game on Sunday. So just to finish off, do have a wee think about clicking the subscribe button and the like button, and do pop your comments into the comment section, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can and start off the debate and discussions on the channel. So for today, a goodbye and hail, hail.